Hey y'all, it's Stephanie from Opening Statement Lifestyle, here to teach you today how to make your own floral crown. So invite some friends over, have a girls' night in, or just do it on your own, but we're excited to teach you this skill. And be sure to tune into our bonus video so you can learn how to add some extra pizzazz to it with some larger statement flowers. So let's get started. There's just a few products that you need, and it's a really easy project. You need some grapevine wire, which you can find on a spool, scissors, floral tape, wire cutters, some wire edged ribbon, and then the flowers of choice and foliage of choice. So today I'm going to be using eucalyptus, baby's breath, and a smaller flower that I actually don't know the name of right now, but I'll put it in our notes. So, with the grapevine wire, what I typically do is measure out my head, but I also do 2 loops on the end so that I can tie my ribbon to it, and that way you have some leeway if you make it a little too small or a little too big. This will allow you to adjust it. And I just do a loop through the loop on the end of the grapevine wire and just pull it through. And then when you're ready to tie it, you'll just go through the other one and tie a bow. For now, we'll keep it straight. I also have done floral tape on the end of these loops to keep them secure and to keep for any wire from poking your head on the end. So we'll start with our foliage, which in this case is the eucalyptus. I've got a smaller piece here, and you'll take it and you'll use your floral tape, which you can go ahead and have strips cut out on. Just makes the process go quicker. Do about 3 to 4 inch strips. And from here, you'll just start with your first piece. And with the floral tape, the trick is to pull it, tug it, and that's when it becomes sticky. It's a bit weird, so you might need to practice with it. And then just stick it down. And I tore that one in half, so you're not going to be using the full 4 inches or whatnot on each strip, or on each place. And then you'll just go down a few more inches and do the same thing. You can trim some of these excess stems, but you want to keep a little bit so you have something to tape to. And I typically start this next one right under the previous leaf. So this is a great activity you can do with your girls, whether it be just a girls' night in, or if you're doing a bachelorette party and you want something creative other than t-shirts, maybe that's not your thing. You want an activity to do together. This is a fun thing to do like the first night, and then say you're going to wineries the next day, y'all could all wear them together, and it's just a fun thing, statement piece to set your group apart. Okay, so we've made our first way around. You'll see there's some bare spots, and really with it being in the front, I'm not too concerned about it, but we can go through and backfill it towards the end. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next flower. I'm gonna do the baby's breath first because it's more of our filler, and these would be considered more our statement flowers since they're a little larger. So you're gonna do the same exact thing all over again. I'm gonna make mine a little bit more tight, so I went up a little. The other thing to think about is for every piece of tape you put though, you do want to cover your materials. So I would kind of lean towards the less the better in that regards. Also keep in mind how you're going to wear it. So you don't want to put your flowers all on the inside of the crown. Be thinking still of where the loops are. Your loops are going to be flush against your head. So keeping this on the outside. And be thinking about where the front of your crown is. That's typically where you want that focal point to be. So you'll see like this clump of flowers is larger than this clump of flowers. So this one I might want more towards the front than this one, and because this will make a bigger statement. And you can put, like here, I put the leaves in front of, or sorry, the flowers in front of the leaves, and here I'm gonna put the flowers behind the leaves. Switch it up, make it look more natural. If you want, you can make your focal point right in the center of your head, or you can do it more on one side or the other. So be thinking about that as well as you're putting it together. And if you are wanting a smaller piece, but you've got a bigger clump, you can just, especially with baby's breath, just cut off one of the side stems. Okay, now again, we can fill in more on the end, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to our larger flower. On this one, I'm gonna be a bit more structured because this is a bit loose. So if you want to go higher up on the stems to keep it tighter, that's one way to do it. And these are good ones to use to cover kind of the gaps in the mechanics. So if you are wanting to hide some of your tape, try to put these flowers over that area. So you'll see we've already got a pretty good floral crown going. So you can stop there if you like it more sparse. I like fuller crowns. You also want to go through and check, like I have a huge stem just standing out on the front. I was like, I want to trim that. So go through and just kind of take time to clean it up right now. But if you do want to go ahead and add in some more eucalyptus or other greenery, or more baby's breath, the filler flower is a great one to kind of cover those holes with because it is more spacious. If you're thinking, this is a cute idea, but what am I going to do with it afterwards? Be sure to look at our blog post talking about repurposing floral crowns. We've got a few ideas of how to make them live past just one night. You can also use these same techniques with artificial floral, or also known as permanent floral, because you can use it over and over again. This is great for events like Fiesta here in San Antonio. You can use it for birthday parties year after year with your little girl. The list is endless. Okay. And when you're ready, after you trim up your loose stems and whatnot, just loop that through and place it on your head, and then we'll just tie. Ta-da! As mentioned, be sure to stay tuned for our bonus video to learn how to give it a little extra pop. But thanks so much for tuning in, and stay tuned on Opening Statement Lifestyle for more tips and tricks. Thanks so much.